I enjoyed here that is the freedom. The beaches. I get to wear my bikini without no guy staring at me like, The food. Everything was like fresh, the pamai, and the cassava leaves. So I love the food. The food is good. Try not to eat too much because I'm trying to keep it cute. But I love the food. The food is A1.
Boom! What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Joannis or Joe Hatagwa. I'm a Sierra Leonean American living here in Accra, Ghana. And if you want to know why somebody would leave Saudi Arabia and move to Sierra Leone, then this is the video for you. Okay, cool. So today we are meeting up with Amina Komeh. She is a content creator living in Sierra Leone. She's also a personal trainer and she's been on television. So we're gonna talk to her about her move from Saudi Arabia to Sierra Leone. And she's gonna tell us all about that move, why she made the move, and what she loves about living in Sierra Leone. So check it out. What's up, guys? I'm in Sierra Leone right now, and today I have a special guest.
My name is Amina Komeh. Giving you guys nothing but the, you know my line?
No, what is it?
Raw, nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best.
Boom, there it is. So Amina's giving you nothing but the best. So Amina is a content creator and many other things here in Sierra Leone. And I wanted to talk to Amina about her move back to Sierra Leone and everything that she's doing while she's here, because I love to share with you guys what it's like to move back to Sierra Leone. But before we get into that, Amina, can you tell us a little bit about your YouTube channel?
Alright, so of course my name is Amina Komeh, and my YouTube is all about lifestyle, fashion, and beauty, just kind of like exploring because I'm so into tourism. So I just explore around, show people places, recommendation, and kind of like do reviews, sponsorships, posts. So I'm pretty much more like a lifestyle beauty guru. So yeah, that's where my area is like specifically.
So you moved here how many years ago again?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. What brought you back to Sierra Leone?
So we were born and raised in Saudi Arabia, which is like a Muslim country, and that's where the Makkah is, so the holy Kaaba. So we went there all our life. My dad wanted to transfer us to Dubai.
Okay.
There was kind of like a delay in like to get the papers and all that. So he was like, okay, you know what? You guys come to Sierra Leone, and from Sierra Leone you can go to Dubai. So when we came to Sierra Leone at first, it was like, yeah, cool. You know, it takes time because it was the 6 of us who were trying to like go to Dubai. And then we started falling in love with Sierra Leone. That country, no shades, but of course it's more like reserved, you know, not that much freedom, especially for women. You're only allowed to like do a science course, which would give you the opportunity to be a doctor or a doctorate. So when we came here, everything was kind of like, cool. Of course, my dad had like house and everything, and I was like, and then my mom was like, saw us, you know, adapting, kind of like loving the country, and then she was like, why don't we spend some time here? We're gonna see how the kids maybe like the place because they're doing really good. So we enrolled, started going to school, and everything ever since that time was like, oh.
What brought your dad to Saudi Arabia in the first place? Was it work?
Yeah, it was work. He used to work with the embassy as the VP. You know, my dad is like a whole Islamic person. He's so obsessed with them as a Muslim. So when he went there to work for like a couple of years, and then he brought my mom. That's where she gave birth to us. We went to school, everything. So we kind of like speak the whole language. Speaking Creole was like a taboo, all right? So it was like our native language, which was Mende and Arabic. So and English.
So you've been here for 10 years. What do you do for a living here in Sierra Leone?
Where should I start? Okay, so first of all, being a science, when we started like science school over there, I was like, no. Like, I don't see myself, you know, injecting people, cutting people's part, opening surgery. Like, I was scared of, I'm so scared of those stuff. But I was always business minded. Like, if it comes to like finance and all that, I was so good at home when it comes to that. I'm good at saving. So I always had that entrepreneur life, you know, in me. I would do side hustles and stuff like that. So when I came to Sierra Leone, I saw that they were like doing it like hummus. parts and all that. So I was like, you know what? I think I need to explore in that part. So, you know, I finished Hamas, which is like the high school SS3 by then. I did tourism and hospitality.
Okay.
Because I was like the kind of person who likes to like spread my wings, like talk to other people, other nationality, and I love traveling, which I never like. No. So little did I know that later a friend of mine, there was a competition coming in because I was working by then. So a competition was coming in and my friend was like, yo, you heard about this Housemates, which was like little reality star stuff? And I was like, yeah, but what? She was like, I want you to go. So I went there and that's where AYV, which was the people that organized the show, saw me and they were like, oh my God, you're super, you know, there. You got the energy. Would you like to work for us? And I was like, no way, really? Like that was like my dream to be a presenter.
Sure.
So I kind of like told them my qualifications, like just you're good, fine, we'll just give you a training. I was like, cool. So I worked there for like 4 years.
Okay.
And then I had a passion of like I wanted to change people's life.
Sure.
You know. So I did a course on fitness trainer. So I trained people on the side, one-on-one for a specific, either to lose weight or gain weight. And I do influence as well, you know, helping people promote their brand. Okay. And I do MC red carpet privately here and there. And lately, I've been thinking of writing a book.
Okay.
Kind of like to inspire other people.
Okay, nice,
So that's
nice.
what I do.
Multifaceted. You mentioned you worked at AYV and you're an on-air personality.
Yeah.
And you've been on Housemates. So, well, first of all, AYV is Africa's Young Voices.
Africa's Young Voices.
That is like the major station here. You know, you have CNN, NBC, Fox, right, in the U.S. Al Jazeera, right, which you guys know my day job. We work with Al Jazeera. That is one of Sierra Leone's news brands. But they're not just news. They also have entertainment as well.
Exactly.
Okay, and so they have newspapers and television.
And radio.
And radio, right. What is the name of the show that you host?
Leone. So we basically talk about fashion. When you see me, we talk about fashion. So lately we've been seeing a lot of girls like not knowing how to find their personal style or know what suits them. That's where I come in, okay?
Yeah.
So I kind of like show other African countries because now we're on DSTV.
See that? Yeah, big deal.
So we're kind of like showing other countries, our culture, and how people are very proud of wearing African print.
Okay.
And how to kind of like recreate and kind of give it like a platform to other designers to, you know, get more exposure for themselves.
Okay.
And, you know, go to red carpet events, kind of like slay people's outfit and kind of like, you know, do all the judgment stuff. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like it. I like it. It kind of reminds me of that show that Joan Rivers used to do.
Fashion Police.
Fashion Police.
We have that segment, which is like Slay or Nay Fashion Police.
Okay.
So we have like a board, and each celebrity picture we're like, is it a Slay or a Nay? And they're like, oh, it's a Slay. Oh my God. Or it's like a Nay. Why? And they're like, the shoes is like, yeah.
Okay, got it. So definitely check it out if you're here or anywhere in West Africa. Now that it's on DSTV, you can watch DSTV and you can catch Slay or Nay. Okay, cool. You also work as a fitness trainer. I do want to talk a little bit about that too. First of all, she's saying I'm skinny, guys. Let me tell you guys something.
You guys.
She said I look bigger on camera.
On camera. Yo, this camera, I don't believe it. Yo, when
I am not a small man, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you guys to know that. As you wear.
No.
As you wear.
I swear, in person, you are like super fit. I didn't mean to say you're skinny, but I mean like, yo, in camera, I thought, no, this can't be true. Like,
the camera adds 10 pounds. She thinks that. She thinks that.
I know that. I know that.
You know, one thing I think that's interesting is I know you speak Arabic.
Yeah.
So I know that there are a large contingent of Lebanese here. Is that who some of your clients are?
Most of my clients are.
Okay.
Because right now there is no like a woman's only gym. It's hard for them to kind of like find men, their husband allowing men to kind of like do your work, like, teach them or like do personal training with them. I believe in like doing your research, know what's missing, and then you do it. So I realized a lot of these Lebanese ladies want to kind of be fit, want to be active, because you're always at home. They're not working, and they're not doing anything. They're always taking care of their kids, and they're like, we want to do something, and that's when me and my sister, you know, got this idea, and we're like, you know what, let's, of course, try to open our own brand, and that's what we did. So our target are mostly like the women hijabis that don't have the opportunity to go to the gym,
Right.
and we do one-on-one training with them, or because we did collaborate with a gym where they gave us like a 2-hour session. The Lebanese lady come, we cover the whole gym, like we have the whole gym for them.
Okay.
Workout, and then that's it. So we can allow after 2 hours, it's open to the public.
And for those of you who aren't aware, right, Muslim culture and religion, they're very modest, right? It's very important, especially if you are really, really religious. There are some people who wear hijab, right, and they're not supposed to show themselves, and you're also supposed to be, there's a certain decorum, right, when you're dealing with men and women, especially if you're a married woman. And so obviously a gym is a place where people tend to be a little bit more revealing and things like that. So it makes sense to cover it up and give them a 2-hour block to do this, so that other people aren't watching them or seeing them, so they can feel comfortable, and so their husbands can feel comfortable as well. Okay, interesting. And so do you train in Arabic or do you train in English?
In Arabic. Most of them is in Arabic. Music, everything in Arabic. And you can see the way they feel at the end of the day. They feel so related. It's like they look at you and like, finally I get something that gets me. And they're sometimes surprised that Black people speak Arabic. And then we're like, hi. So, but then it's just like, oh my God, like we're family. Like, thank you for coming to Sierra Leone. And we're like, welcome. So basically, I guess me and my sister are only few female trainers.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to dig into that a little bit because that is a different niche,
Wait,
right?
have you been to the gym since you came?
Yeah, I have.
Where?
Core Fitness.
And you didn't come to mine. Insult. You didn't come to mine.
Well, now that I have been invited. Now that I have been invited, I'll be going. Well, I wasn't invited before. Now that I'm invited, I'll go. But what I do high intensity interval training at home. So during the pandemic is really when I started working out for real.
Yeah.
You know, and so I do everything in like a 5x5 space. And so I do a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, leg raises, all the different things that you can do with body weight. But I do need to lift actual weights. That's why I need to go to the gym.
You guys see it's back. Almost kilos.
I won't do that to you now.
Show us.
You know I don't give in to peer pressure, right? So you've been here 10 years. You have the fitness business. You're an on-air personality. You host events. You're also an influencer. How have you been adjusting living back here in Sierra Leone? Or really like living in Sierra Leone, because really you grew up elsewhere, right? So it's like moving to Sierra Leone and starting a new life. How has it been like adjusting?
Always when you're coming out from, especially abroad, there is something that you always miss, and there is something that you're like, oh my God, thank God I came back to Africa.
Okay.
You know, one thing for sure is like the freedom wasn't there. Now it has changed, I heard, but then it wasn't. For women, you're not allowed to go out without a male child. You can't drive. You can't be in the same room with a guy. It's like separated. Everything is separated. Separate school, separate this, separate that. So I grew up with that. So coming to Sierra Leone and seeing everybody getting along, it was like, whoa. And because Creole wasn't my staple life, like I wasn't so fluent at Creole, I found it very difficult to communicate with people, because the moment you start speaking the way you're used to, they start, saying that, oh, bro, you're fake. Oh, wait, where do you come from? You Black. I always had that like issue with people, but I'm like, so it was really, really hard for me. So adjusting to that, trying to make people understand like the way I speak, like accept me, it really took a long time up to date. Like even when I speak like in my interview, people are like, are you from America? I'm like, no, I'm Arab, Allahu Akbar. So it was that. So I find that very interesting. I find that's where like the struggle was. And the other thing, look, there's so many, like a lot of things that I know there is not here.
Okay.
Like,
give us an example.
For example, like I'm used to when you're driving, you see the traffic light. Right here, it's not there. Like police, and I'm like, wait, police are supposed to be the one looking for bad guys, but they're looking for the passengers. Like they're looking after the cars. Like it didn't make sense to me. So that's one thing that was like, okay. I know, the facilities, the water, the lights, we had to adjust, like, to be comfortable with just accepting that lights can go at any time, and you have to have like a backup generator and stuff like that. And but the things that I enjoyed here that is the freedom.
Yeah.
The beaches. I get to wear my bikini without no guy staring at me like. So I was so comfortable here. I'm the kind of person that easily adjusts to whatever.
Okay. Sure.
And the food. You know, there's a difference between when processed and natural. I feel like because they preserve everything, because it has to like, it goes through a flight, so they have to like blend it or like tie it up.
Yeah.
They kind of like
freeze it sometimes.
It kind of like lose its taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now when I came here, everything was like fresh, the pamai and then cassava leaf. So I love the food. The food is good.
Yeah.
You know, I try not to eat too much because I'm trying to keep it cute. But I love the food. The food is A1. The one thing I've noticed when it comes to people are like,
Oh, they're like hustlers. They move. They're always they're on the go.
They're like super relaxed. Like the government does provide free, like nobody pays for school fees. A lot of the things are given like allowance and medical. And over here, like you have to like really work for it.
Okay.
Or you have to go like the extra mile to get what you want, or like to get certain access. Like, but over there, they're pretty chill.
Okay.
Like you would see the wife and the daughters and the kids relaxing at home, and you just only a single man just going outside to the street. Yeah, they're all chill, like us, princess. Like, oh, let me want to work.
I got so lost in that answer. I didn't.
Don't
forget.
What did you do it?
I can box a little bit.
Look
at this young lady. Nah, don't stop me.
Oh my God, where are you born?
Listen, guys. So for all of you guys who know, I'm half Mende, half Creole.
Shut up! And you don't know Mende.
So what's happen, right?
That kid.
If Bobby they talk Mende, if you didn't want me to know what he was saying, right? So there was always Mende being spoken when I didn't know what was happening. But I went to boarding school. So I went to boarding school in Pennsylvania. We'll talk about this in our interview. Because that gives you a little bit of context about who I am and why I am the way I am.
Yeah.
So I went away to school. So I heard Creole at home at my mom's house. My father lives separately. My mother doesn't speak Mende. Because my mother's Creole.
Because the mom, I feel like the boy child are mostly like related with your mom.
Sure.
So if the mom knew like the Mende, I think that would have been your advantage.
That's absolutely right. Yeah. Because even my cousins who at least understand Mende, they may not be able to speak it, is because they grew up with their mothers, right?
Yeah.
You generally spend more time with your mothers, right? Especially if your parents are separated. And that's a normal thing for us.
Yeah.
Parents living in different households, no longer being together. So I don't know any Mende. So everything you just said, I have no idea what you said. I'm gonna have to play this back, then translate, and then I'll respond to it later.
We did that part, that protein, but now understand.
That was good. I have no idea what she said. All right. So, for those of you who are out there, people ask me this all the time. What advice would you give to people who are planning to move or at least visit Sierra Leone?
Before you come, that's one thing my dad did. My dad is like a future seeker. Like he predicts, he already knows. So the first thing he gained access with was like a land. He made sure he had a property. Good. And before you come, try to reach out to people. You have to influence Sierra Leone. In Africa country, you have to know certain people. You have to know the door in order to get, you just have to be, your network is your network. So you have to reach out to family, because trust me, you might need it one day, So try to know people, get that, relationship with other people. They don't have to necessarily come see you or call you, but just make sure you know this person, okay? So land is one, and try setting a business. It doesn't matter if it's big or small, just get a business before you come in, okay? Because the business will serve as fund for your petty stuff, like the light bill, the water. Imagine when you come in and starting all over again, light bill. Because trust me, when you move in to Sierra Leone, there's going to be so many things you need to put in place, because you want to be comfortable, and you're coming out from a country where everything's like, in Sierra Leone, you have to like go the extra mile to get stuff. So, the business will be there, taking care of the field, stuff like that. So make sure you like have like a small business going on. and know people, and of course get along. It's really important. Trust me, because if you come and get an apartment, it's fine. But then imagine if you had your own property, anything might happen, and then at least you're not paying for a place to stay. There is that place that anytime you have people coming in or people, coming to visit, they can spend time there. So that's one thing for sure.
Okay.
And make sure you are correct up here.
Okay.
You get sense. You forget sense. You have to have brain, not brain, but common sense. You have to let your guard down. Like, be a bit relatable. You don't have to be like, I'm different. I'm from America. I'm from this. Yeah, we understand. Cool. Keep it to you. Nobody cares. Come down so that people find you relatable. That's how I think Sierra Leoneans are. You have to kind of like have something that makes them go like, oh, that's my G, that's my G, It shouldn't be just like, oh, we're gonna go ask you for stuff. No. It should be, oh, that person's so nice. She said hi to me every morning. Oh, that lady's so sweet. She smiles to us. You have to have that. You don't have that cockiness. Like, you have to be super sweet, super gentle.
So I got, make sure you get land. Make sure you contact people before you come.
Yeah.
Come with like an open mind and don't bring your Western arrogance.
No.
Which is a piece of advice you've noticed. Everybody says that. That's one thing that everybody says, because when you do that, you ingratiate yourself. And that's kind of with everywhere, but specifically in Sierra Leone, I think it'll make you go a long way.
Yeah. People think like, okay, you're behaving like America. Okay, well, you're good. But you don't need help. Well, you're good. And then when something happens, you don't understand how to, maybe fish the water or something like that, and you need help, they'll go like, no, we thought you were American. You're making America on us. Now you need our help, so you don't want that, So, yeah. And just make sure you start a business,
Oh, and starting a business, right.
Have a cash flow happening in the country.
Yeah, make sure you have some cash flow. Okay, cool. Where can everybody find you online?
AYV!
I'm keeping all that in. Keeping all that in. That's staying.
Okay. You guys listen. Yo, this is my personality. Forgive me, okay. So, of course, my name is Amina Komeh. My information, everything will be down below. But when you come to Sierra Leone and you want a tour guide or somebody to chill with, or just pretty much do business with, I'm an influencer and a personal trainer. You know what I mean? You guys could follow me on Instagram, which is Amina Mohammed, or with the M Komeh. Okay, Amina M Komeh or Amina Mohammed Komeh. And of course, you want to follow me on my YouTube channel. Is Miss Amina Inspiring the Moment. That give you guys nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the
best.
Yeah, you get the drill.
Got it. All right, cool. So all of that will be in the description below, as Amina just said. Amina, thank you once again for doing this. I appreciate it. We're going to do some more content together, guys. We're going to do some videos for her channel, and then we're going to do a relationship conversation as well. So make sure you look in the description for all of her information so you can follow the videos on her channel, and then stay tuned for our next one. If you like this content, hit the thumbs up. If you think I missed anything, write your questions or things that you think I should have asked in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. 70% of you guys watch these videos and don't subscribe.
Come on, you guys.
If you don't subscribe, we got beef. All right, so make sure you subscribe to this channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out. All right, guys, with that, we'll see you all in the next video.
We're not done. Subscribe here and subscribe to my channel. There you go.
There it is. Period. All right. Bye, guys. All right, guys, so that was Amina Komeh. What did you think of the interview? Anything stick out to you about her experience in Saudi Arabia or in Sierra Leone? Anything you wish I asked her that I didn't ask, or you think I should have asked? Write that in the comments below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up if you like this content. And of course, share it with anybody that you know that might be thinking about moving to Sierra Leone. Also, make sure when you subscribe, if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit the notification bell that says all, so you're notified every time a new video comes out. All right, guys, with that, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, like, comment, and share it with your friends. All right, see you on the next video.